Hey guys, it's V, and welcome to April, finally. This is my channel, The Revolution Will Be Planned, where I talk about bullet journaling, grad school, social work, and mental health, and life in general. My channel is called The Revolution Will Be Planned, but I'm feeling like my life is everything but planned right now. So today I'm just going to talk. I don't really have too many points to share about my bullet journal spreads this month because it's pretty similar to what I've been doing the past couple videos. But I did want to talk about how I'm doing and what's been going on in my life in these times. So it is April 1st while I'm filming this. It is day 20 of me in social distancing, and I wanted to talk about how my life has been during this time and how COVID-19 has been affecting me and what I've been up to. My channel is called The Revolution Will Be Planned because I love planning and I believe in revolutionary change. But right now, a lot of the things that I had planned coming up in my life and in school and even in work are not going according to plan, and I have a problem with that. Or I really struggle with things not going the way that I plan them to. So today I just want to talk about how I'm doing through all of this and what's been going on and things that I'm trying to put into practice to cope with a lot of the changes that are going on in the world. So first of all, how am I doing? I first have to acknowledge that I have a lot of privilege in that I'm still able to work during this time and I still have an income. I know that is not the case for everyone. I know it is not the case for the population that I work with in my nonprofit. And so I'm really appreciative that I do have a little bit of that stability. I'm also really grateful that I have a home that I can afford to live in because I do have income, and that I'm in good health and also have health insurance in case anything happens to me. At the same time, I can feel gratitude and appreciative for these things and be overwhelmed, completely overwhelmed sometimes. So, really, what's been going on? Let's see. 21 days ago, I took a mental health day because it was my week break in between my spring 1 and spring 2 semesters, and the day that I came back to work was the first day that my job implemented remote work. So I haven't been back to the office in 22 days, and I've been slowly adjusting ever since then. So I guess let's talk about work. So I work in a nonprofit. I am not going to share on the video what nonprofit I work at, but if you know me in real life, you probably know where I work. But we run programs for our population which are now being delivered remotely. This is something that we are able to do in our line of work, but I know that's not possible for everyone. The work itself is pretty seasonal in that it changes from season to season, and so with summer coming up, it's still pretty unknown what we'll be able to do, and so during this time, typically we would be planning what our summer looks like, and all of those plans have gone out the window so far. So just playing it by ear. I also started my spring 2 semester for my MSW program, which has been oddly normal because I do online school. So nothing about that has changed at all. They did say they shortened some of the assignments because they knew that other students may have things going on in their life that they had to take care of. But it was pretty surreal starting the semester back up because everything seemed to be topsy-turvy when we started that. And speaking of school, I want to touch on a little bit about field placement. So something that I had been really planning for and looking forward to starting the process of in these next few months was the process of being assigned my foundation field placement, where I would have to do an internship for 16 hours a week at another agency to get clinical experience. And as of now, for a lot of students in social work or in other types of human service work who are in their field placements, they've had to stop their field education. They're not allowed to go back to their work assignments, and different schools have had different ways of dealing with this so that students can remain on track to obtain all of their hours and graduate. And it's been a little concerning to me because the field placement is such a big part of the educational experience where you learn the most of your skills. Honestly, what I've been exposed to in the quote-unquote online classroom is in no way going to measure up to something that I would learn on the job. I actually don't feel like I'm learning too much in the classroom, to be honest. It's just a review of things that I'm already familiar with, either through previous education or just from practice. So I'm a little bit worried about what my field experience may look like. I'm supposed to start in August, so I'm a little bit worried about if that's going to change, although my advisor says that it shouldn't. But during this time, I'm supposed to be interviewing and applying to different agencies for my field placement, but most of the agencies are swamped with either doing direct service work because it is the type of work that they do right now, or just trying to figure out their own contingency plans and not even thinking about what their social work interns in August are going to be doing. So it's a little bit of a bump in the road, but I'm going to trust my advisor and what she says about the field placement going on and starting in August when I start my fall semester. Other things that have been going on, or actually not going on, is that I had some plans to travel because of my school schedule. It's pretty much nonstop, so I only really get, for the whole 3 years that I'm in the program, January every year, which is filled with winter holidays and family things, but really 1 week in between every half semester, which is not a lot of time to really be able to use for yourself. I often find that that 1 week I am occupied by things like chores and just getting ready for the next semester. But I did have some plans to travel and see someone very special to me, but that's not going to happen anymore. And I think realizing this, especially over the past couple of days, has been really hard. That was supposed to be in May. I guess I'll save that money for another vacation. Speaking about money, I think one thing about social distancing is that I will save a lot of money by not going out to different places. But the other thing about social distancing is there has been so many opportunities to connect with people virtually. And I'm an introvert, so I don't usually talk to a lot of people during the week anyways. But I think with everything going on, there's so many people reaching out, there's so many people wanting to have group video calls, that it has become very emotionally draining for me to be participating in all of these things. And at the same time, I feel like it's very much lacking that deeper one-on-one connection that I really and it's also helped me realize and affirm what I want to do in life. I want to become a therapist, and I really enjoy that deep one-on-one connection with people. So it does help me realize that I don't necessarily thrive in the group environment, even if it's virtual. To wrap up this video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I've been adapting my daily habits to this new routine of working from home. So one of them does involve my bullet journal, which is, instead of creating a weekly spread, to just use a daily spread. So it really helps that right before I start working from home, I look at my work calendar and write out a schedule for myself for the entire day, including my work, including when I'm taking my lunch break, and then also things that I have to get done after work. My lectures, my readings, writing papers, filming YouTube videos, yoga. Another thing that's been really helping me is getting into old hobbies. So I've been getting back into playing music. I do play the piano, and I have a keyboard, which I have a lot more time to practice. I'm trying to relearn some classical pieces that I learned when I was a teenager, and I can't believe I used to memorize pages and pages of classical music that I can barely read now. And the other thing that really helps me is getting back into a routine of cooking for myself. I had been for the past couple of days really depending on delivery, which is great to support local businesses and also frozen food, but I have rediscovered how eating frozen food and delivery makes me feel emotionally, and I just feel way more healthy cooking my own meals and having that be a part of my routine. So that wraps up my video. Please check out my full April spread here, and give this video a thumbs up if you just like me rambling and talking about my life. I'm not sure who's going to find this interesting, but if you're out there and you made it to the end, thanks for watching.